Are you ready for some fun AP? This is a complicated concept, but it is a lot of fun. And I hope that you learn a lot from this video and that it helps you tremendously. So the first thing I want to share is the concept of meter is pretty simple, but it comes with a lot of complicated Latin words. And so you've probably heard of Iambic Pentameter if you've ever read Shakespeare before, freshman year, sophomore year. Iambic Pentameter is the meter that Shakespeare writes in. Meter just simply means the rhythm of the poem. But we can actually break it down, and just like music has different beats and different rhythms, and we have names and timing for those, you can do the same thing with words. And so there are two different names that are involved in naming meter. I like to call them the feet and the beat. The feet have a bunch of different types, and we're going to look at those words and those names for them. And then the beat means how many feet are in that line. So the feet types are made up of either 2 syllables or 3 syllables. In meter, you don't count words, you count syllables. So an iamb from Iambic Pentameter is made up of an unstressed and a stressed syllable. We label them like this: unstressed, stressed. And that is what an iamb looks like. And then pentameter means that there are 5 of them. I meant to type these in. Pentameter. This isn't going to go well. Pentameter. And then you can guess, going down this road, then, if you have ever had Latin or French or really any of those before, monometer is 1, dimeter is 2, trimeter is 3, tetrameter is 4, which is always confusing to me, but tetrameter is 4, pentameter is 5, hexameter, you can guess, will be 6 feet, heptameter is 7, and you guessed it, octameter is 8. All right, that handwriting's not the worst it could be. And so in an iambic pentameter line, since they're 2 syllables long and there are 5 iambs, you are looking at a 10-syllable line. Oh, hark, what light through yonder window breaks. All right, so that takes care of you understanding that they're broken down into feet and beats, and you name them based on the stress pattern in the feet and the number of beats. All right, so now let's go back to these feats, because this is where it's complicated. And yes, I just said feats. There are 6 different types of meter that I want you to learn and have some understanding of. The iamb is the most common. And so those words go unstressed, stressed. The trochee is the opposite of the iamb. It goes stressed, unstressed. The dactyl and the anapest are 3 syllables long. The dactyl goes stressed, un. It's almost like a waltz. Boom, chick, chick, boom, chick, chick, stressed, unstressed, un. And you'll kind of start to hear a rhythm like that. The anapest is the opposite. It goes unstressed. And so these are the ones that you're going to find in a poetic meter. If I can get my line all the way down there. These 2 down at the bottom, the spondee and the pyrrhic, you would never have an entire poem made up of spondees or pyrrhics. This just occurs in the middle of a line sometime, where you have 2 stressed syllables that follow each other, or where you have 2 unstressed syllables that follow each other. So I know that is very confusing, but this just gives you the vocabulary for talking about meter as we begin to break down meter and see what we can do with it and see why it even matters to talk about meter. So if you will now watch the next video, now that you've got the words, now let's find out what to do with them.